Hey, I'm Sallie.
And I'm Ellen.
And we are Sal and Al.
The Wool Slayers.
It's episode 50!
I know, right?
Fireworks.
If I knew how to do that.
Insert fireworks here.
Right.
We made it to 50! Yay! It's very exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah. So stay tuned. Later in the episode, we will show you what we're going to give away. But we'll do that later.
And we have lots of announcements. So.
We have announcements. We have a giveaway. We have so many freebies. We just had to curate it down.
Yes.
We had too many freebies.
I know. I had just way too
Trophy
many.
section is exploding this time.
Yes.
So buckle up.
Yep.
Okay. I'm Sallie. You can find me on Ravelry as Sallie Wren.
And I'm Alan. And I am on Ravelry as Alan Loves Yarn.
We are on the Instagram as Wool Slayers Podcast. We are on. We have a Ravelry group, Sal and Al the Wool Slayers. Facebook group, Sal and Al the Wool Slayers. Come join us.
Right.
Do you have a fail?
I do not really, because I didn't start anything new.
Well, that helps.
But I do want to talk about, when I get to my whips, I'll talk about just
Okay.
that I did.
I have a finished object / aka sleigh that is a fail, and then I have a whip that's a fail.
Oh no.
It's okay. Both of them are like, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
So maybe I'll show the whip that's a fail.
Okay.
Because I don't think I'm going to continue.
Oh.
Okay, we shall see.
Okay.
I have gone back and forth on this project so many times, and you'll see it is tiny. So this is I don't remember what it's called. It's a Hohi Locatelli shawl, and it's called The Way from Brighton. And I love it. It's gorgeous, as you're seeing in the picture that I'm sure Alan's going to put in for me. It's really pretty, right?
Yes. I've never seen it either.
I hadn't
Is
either.
It new?
No. It's really pretty.
I love that.
I don't love
Trim.
the way you construct it.
Oh.
So you start with the bobbles.
Oh.
And you do like half of the triangle. Sorry, we're back on the glitchy computer.
Yeah.
Sorry. You start the bobbles with like on half the triangle, and then you knit the shawl, and then I think you do the bobbles after the fact on the other half of the triangle. And it's fine. It's okay. It's not what I was expecting. But then, so I really like how they're like chunky bob. I like the look of it's not just fringe, you know, it's like a different take on fringe. So I'm working along, and it's.
Oh, I see.
See what I'm saying?
So you do your cast on, and then you knit, and at the end of certain rows, that's when you do the other bobbles, because it's at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, that's more fiddly than I was expecting.
Right.
But I'll give it a shot. So I start, right, and I've got 5. So you have to provisionally cast on 3 stitches. I was like, bro, I just want to knit, you know, so I had to go get some scrap paper. So I provisionally cast on 3 stitches. I'm like, Howie, dude, I love you. What is happening? It took me like, I had to start over like 3 times before I got the first bobble, right? So I was like, all right, that's okay, it's cute. And then I did the second one. Then so I have 5. So last night I was knitting, I did like 3 bobbles in like an hour.
I know, I was going to say it's got to go slow.
Okay. And I realized at one point I didn't turn.
It's twisted.
And so there's 3 on that side and then 2 on this side.
Yeah.
So that doesn't work because you do come back and you pick up your stitches on this fringe that you've made, basically, and you pick up and start knitting.
So you kind of have to have them on the right side.
I was like, I could just twist that and pick it up. Do you know what I mean? So it would be like this.
Yeah,
you can't.
You could.
You wouldn't. But then I was like, no, it's only.
You're right at the beginning.
It's at the beginning. I only have to pull out 3 bobbles. But then I was like, you know what? I don't think this is the right project for this. See how this yarn is kind of splitty, and I'll tell you what it is in a second. See how it's
It is.
It's kind of too splitty for this much fiddling. See that right there?
Uh-huh.
Where my thumb is? There's like these, it's very fiddly, which is fine. It was actually becoming fun to make a bobble. I was like, now I've memorized it. I got this.
Uh-huh.
So I just don't think it's the right pattern yarn combo.
Mm-hmm.
I do think I would make this. I think it would take me forever, but I do think I would continue and make this shawl, just not with this yarn. So the yarn is DK, and the yarn I'm using is this Wool Elf that I've had forever.
Oh.
And see how pretty?
It would be beautiful in a gradient like
right?
that.
And so it took me a long time to find a pattern I wanted to make, because I wanted to, use the gradient to its full.
Fiber.
So this is that Wool Elf. I got it forever ago on Etsy, and it comes from I said it. I can't remember.
Yes, it's Sweden or Norway.
Someplace like Norway or something. And it's really, back when I bought this, it was very decently priced. I don't know if they still sell yarn or if they changed their prices or any of that. So this is 480 yards of DK.
Wow.
And it's so pretty.
It is.
But I just don't think I was going to start over. I was going to rip those back. And I was like, you know what? I think this is maybe trying to tell me this is not right. This is not.
That was your swatch.
Here's my swatch. I swatched some bobbles. But yeah, so once I was disappointed that you make the bobbles first. But then I was like, that's okay. That's different. And that can be interesting. So I got over that. But then I was like, this isn't working. This is not working. So I think I have had this yarn queued up with the honey cowl forever. And then for some reason switched. Because I've made a slip stitch cowl and I don't love wearing it. So I was like, well, why would I make another one?
What did you like about wearing the slip stitch?
It just rolls up. It doesn't, but it's also in fingering weight. So maybe that, I don't know. If you want to spam me with DK weight shawls or DK weight anything that would
use the full gradient,
480 yards, spam me in the comments with that.
Right.
Because it's like my goal was to use a yarn I've had forever, and it's not working. So there's a fail.
Yeah.
I will say, some stuff I've had queued for so long, I'm over it. I've moved a bunch of stuff to Will Sell or Trade in Ravelry. I've deleted, my queue is down to 1 page. I couldn't tell you the last time my queue was down to 1 page.
Wow.
I just I don't want to make that. I don't want to make that. And I don't know what is I'm not in a knitting slump. I want to knit.
Right.
I just don't like anything that I've had. Anything that's been queued for a very long time, it's it's old now. I don't want it.
But fashion and styles change.
Yeah, and preferences change. And so, even my yarn, I'm tired of looking at you. And I would, ideally, I would have one of those crates for my stash. That would be it. Okay. Because I just get tired of it. I don't.
Oh, true.
I may as well not have it if I'm going to have it for 2 years and be you're old. I'd rather just buy with a project in mind and maybe have 3 projects worth of yarn at any given time. I might be moving towards that. And it may change tomorrow. I may be never mind, I love you all, but I'm not a stasher. I don't know what's happening. But stay tuned. But stay tuned for me to show you what I bought. But that's the thing. I'm at the point where I'm knitting things.
You bought things.
I'm buying things and I want to knit it now. I don't. So this stuff's not getting done. So why do I have it? Right? It's I get people who like to have stuff on hand. That's just not how I work.
And I was looking at my stash this morning, and I looking to see if there were things that I wanted to bring for giveaways and stuff, and there's really nothing.
You're no, it's all mine.
And I love, I have a big section that is mostly tonals, so almost solids, and I was thinking about how I when, my Camp Wilkerson was all stash.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved being able to just shop in my stash. When I had a project,
yes.
I want to start that right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I have my own yarn store.
Yeah, but that's not how I work. That's
Right.
not how my knitting happens.
Right.
So, I don't know.
I definitely don't have sweaters quantities of anything. And so if I were to knit a sweater, I'd need to go out. I'd have to have it in mind what I want and go out.
Yeah. I'm never just going to buy a sweater's quantity and not know what sweater.
Oh, God, no.
Some people do that, though.
I know.
They're so brave.
Not me.
They're so brave.
I know. Because then I'm like, what if I don't have enough?
Yeah. I would never buy enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
or I'd have enough for 2 sweaters because I'd be so
if we bought
freaked
too
out.
much, you'd be ticked because, well, I wasted money. Now I only have 1 skein left, and, like, what am I going to do with that? Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. We're the same on that. I do own sweaters quantities, but I know what sweaters I'm knitting.
Right.
Like, I picked them out with a sweater in mind.
Right.
Or, like, my Tanya, like, I know what sweater I'm going to actually knit.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I've changed the yarn from a Tanya to a...
But it's still a sweater.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'll tell you the pattern I want to make with that. It's that once and floral, but I say it once and floral. It's this
Once
black.
and floral.
I mean, I assume he wants you to pronounce. It's a man,
right. Uh-huh.
Max the Knitter.
Oh.
I think is who did that one. It's black with graphic roses on the yoke, and it's based off of David and Schitt's Creek.
Oh, uh-huh.
You, David. Yeah. Because he wears like black and white graphic sweaters all the time, and I think I'm going to make it with my Tanya yarn.
Ooh, nice.
Anyway.
Okay.
So that was my whip fail.
Okay. What's the other fail? Or do you want to do it in sleighs?
Well, are we starting sleighs?
Do we do sleighs first?
Yeah.
Okay. It's our 50th episode. I should remember this.
It's all right.
Every time.
We have our moments. So I'll go first and show my fail.
Okay.
So.
Because I have no sleighs. No sleighs.
Oh.
Yet again.
Well, then this is going to be
in a row.
This is going to be my segment because I got 3.
Yay!
3 sleighs.
Yay!
What? Okay.
I knew she'd come through.
All right. Here's my fail.
Oh, are they too big?
My amazing Ready Player One socks that I've been obsessed with. I had made them wide on purpose. I wanted them to be baggy.
Oh.
And then, I don't know what happened. I cut in my heel for Mitch. Like, I cut in my heel and it was 2 inches too big. So they fit him perfectly. They fit my husband perfectly, so he's going to keep them. I could fix it.
I know.
I could. If I wanted to, I could take this toe out and re-knit to the right length. Like, I would have less of a toe or a red toe. But it's not worth it. They fit him great. He loves them. It's fine. Honestly, I got to knit them, and that's what I really cared about.
And you'll get to see them when he wears them.
Right, I'll get to see them. And I liked that he liked them.
Right.
I mean, it could have been worse. I could have messed up like a fuchsia pair, and he'd be like,
right.
He'd probably still wear them. He's pretty secure in his manhood.
Zane has been wearing pink socks.
Oh, Nolan wears pink all the time. Nolan likes fuzzy pink socks.
Ooh, nice.
I know. He's a real glamour girl. But yeah, they're way too big.
Yeah.
I was fine with them being baggy. That I enjoyed, and I liked that. But I cut the heel in wrong. I think I was eating tacos and cutting in heels and talking, and that was too many things.
Right.
Either that or I used Tiffany's, our friend Tiffany.
Oh, her.
I used her bracelet. So I thought I measured 7 inches, but it's a solid 9. So either
it wouldn't be off by 2 inches.
I looked at it wrong or her bracelet's wrong, which I really think I just looked at it wrong.
Right.
Thanks.
Well,
Tiffany.
what color is her bracelet?
I don't know. I don't remember.
No, but is it a dark color?
No.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
No, I really think I just was like talking and messed
7s
up.
and 9s can look similar.
Yeah. So they're Mitch's now. It's okay.
It's fine.
I'm disappointed because they are so cute.
They are really cute. And I love how the heel turned out.
And yeah, I did the afterthought heel. And it does look really cute. I just love this yarn so much that I was kind of like, oh, bummer. Like this was like my must-have yarn, and I don't get to keep them. But that's honestly, I have too many.
They live in your house,
and so it's like got the little bullseye on the heel. And I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, I still have cascarones that I haven't knit. I still have the what's it, like wool goggles that I haven't knit. Like I have so much. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I will say I'm not tired of any of my mustache.
I know, right? I still look at them and I'm like,
None
oh,
of
the
my
colors.
none of my mustache, and I don't think any Suburban Stitcher made it to the sell pile. But and it's good yarn that I want to get rid of. It's not. It's just me. Like it's my taste of change. Anyway, so that was a slay, but also kind of a fail because they don't fit me.
Okay.
I was surprisingly chill about it though. I was bummed for like a minute.
But did you realize right away they would fit Mitch?
I was like,
because I'd be really pissed if they didn't fit anybody.
right, and well, I would be fixing it to fit me.
Right.
And I threw it at him. I was like, see if that fits you. And I was like bummed for like a solid 45 seconds, like a minute. I was like, and when they fit him, I was like, okay, that makes it better.
Right.
If they didn't fit him, I would fix it. I would rip that toe out and fix it.
Yeah.
Change the length. I'm not gonna like unknit the heel and like
move it
and like seam it back together.
Right.
I'm not doing that, but I would re-knit the toe to make them fit me. But it was fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. I was surprisingly mature about it. I didn't throw a hissy fit. I was just like, well, that was dumb.
Okay.
So.
Well, your next sleigh.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I've been trying not to look at her cart.
I forgot you didn't have any.
I know. I don't have any.
That's crazy. Okay.
I don't even have any new ones.
So this is going in the mail right after we record. It's the
so great.
knit night.
So immediately after my mom watched the last episode, she's like, I need to make a knit night.
Yeah.
And so we went through her stash
Did
and we
she
found,
find it? Okay, good. Oh, it looks good with the shirt.
It does.
So this is Knit Night. This is a sample for Diane. So if you see her booth anywhere, you'll see this shawl. Look at it.
It's great.
I might have to make one for myself.
Yeah. Would you do it in these exact colors?
I don't know. Maybe. These are pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
And if you buy the 3 skeins, you will have enough to make something else.
Right.
This
you
one
can definitely make a cowl out of the rest of that.
or a hat, or you know. This one, it looks bigger than it is because it's loosely. I put in my Ravelry project page though how much I used in these. So you have like a sizable.
Right.
Yeah, a cowl or a hat.
Yeah.
Or some mitts. Ooh, DK mitts would be nice.
It would be nice.
And it's such.
Bushy.
Yeah, I just love her DK. Like the
base is really
the base
good.
itself is just. It almost feels silky.
Well, and
but
also
it doesn't
it's
have
very,
silk in it.
The twist, it's very tubular.
Yes.
Like it's a very uniform tube.
And it gives like really good stitch definition. It's just and it's very bouncy. I just really love her DK. So yeah, that's
Those
Knit
colors
Night.
are so good
And
together. Diane, way to go.
I know. Yeah, she gets all the credit for that because she just sent it to me. I will say, I blocked it the way it shows in the pattern picture with like these points. There's no points in the knitting, but she pulled down like a few places like this. And I let it dry completely, and they're very subtly there, but they bounced back. So they're subtle, but they're there. But her in the pattern picture, it's like a very pronounced point. So I don't know what's up with that. That might just be me. But I think Diane was happy I asked.
Just look, they line up right
See, they're there.
Yeah, they're definitely there. They are very subtle. I don't know if I would bother with that next time.
And I asked Diane, I was like, do you want me to block it straight or with the points like in the pattern picture? Because it's not in the knitting. It's that is all in the blocking. There is no increase right there that's going to cause a point. A point. And she was like, I don't care. So I was like, well, I'm going to try it. So, your mileage may vary. There is nylon in this, right? So that could be kind of sucking it up a little bit, but it's getting mailed to Houston today after we record because she needs it before she goes to
ZK.
Canada. Yeah. No, Canada.
Oh.
Not ZK. ZK already happened.
Oh.
In June.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to Canada.
Right.
Oh, and I have another sleigh.
Yes, I know.
Big one.
They're waiting.
Big one.
I cannot believe all these sleighs.
Well,
oh my gosh.
I set myself up for success. I had 3 that. I will say
You had to work on this.
I knit a ton.
Yeah.
But I'm done. And look at it took the blocks so good.
It did. That lace looks amazing.
So I finished the lace and then did this solid. Oh, and we debated, like, is it stockinette or garter? It's stockinette.
Right.
So I had to purl back, but it was fine. Garter, I think, would have looked too heavy with the rest of the shawl being stockinette and lace. So I love it.
It's beautiful.
It's a weird shape. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's weird.
It is weird. It's almost like birds of a feather
or
shape.
That bendy arrow.
Yes, bendy arrow was hard.
Yeah. It's real weird. But man.
But it's long enough that you can still wear it.
Right.
Oh, I didn't want to.
Oh, well, because it is a weird shape.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that I have all this hair. Okay. And all these earrings. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So this is all.
I love it with it like this. I love how you can see the lace and the stripes and the solid. Yes. It's
genius. Where's my Fair Isle though? I kind of want that showing. I don't know. It's all wadded up, but
it's probably under here.
Oh, see, there's the rest of that.
Because it's in the back of your neck.
So I can fix it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the Fair Isle is super cute, which you've already seen that part because I did that like in July.
There.
Oh my goodness, I love it. I love a stripe, y'all.
Mhm.
This is Terrell Dago. It's all in Round Table Yarns, and she's got some names for her yarn. The pink one is My Beauty Will Not Hold, the red one's Poisoned Apple, and the gray is Excalibur.
Ooh, nice!
I did it!
Yes.
Where's
Way
my cookie?
To go.
Yeah, that just came to me because I was like, when I started talking, I didn't know the names. It just came to me. So yes, I love it.
Nice.
I think it's so pretty.
Yeah.
It was a challenge because it's 3 skeins.
How much did you have left?
So I do have a bunch left of. So I didn't weigh it, but that's like.
Oh, good, because that's what I was going to use as the white in mine, and that's the one that I have the least of.
Yeah, so you need the least. And then these, I accidentally cut them, so they're in 2 balls.
Oh.
Like when I was winding it,
it broke.
I can't remember what happened, but they've been in 2 for a long time. So you use the most of that one, and then I do think I used more than a half skein in the red. You don't feel like you're going to because you only use it.
That's a half skein. Maybe under.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe
I don't know where my scale is, but you don't feel like you're using a ton of the red because it's like there's so much without it, but you do use. This really sucked it down. Even though you're not increasing your stitch count, it still is just a lot. It's 90 rows. So I love it so much. Yay. Look at the drape.
It is beautiful.
I love everything about it. Yeah. So the shape is weird, but it was fun. It was fun.
Oh.
Way more fun than Birds of a Feather.
Oh my goodness, I swear. I want to knit all the things.
I know.
All the things.
This one, I mean, that lace, the big lace was a slog. It was a slog, but it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. It was just a lot of it. And it was like, and I would put it down for like a week, and that's just not how you get things done.
Right.
You can't put things down for a week and expect them to.
Because then it takes time to get it back, get the rhythm back. And
so I just was like, I'm getting it done before the next podcast, and it hasn't been done for at least a week. I busted that thing out.
Yes, you did.
So that was super exciting to get that out.
Yes.
My
you
unfinished.
Slayed your yarn.
Slayed my knitting.
Yes.
I will say I do not have any whips because my one whip that so I have those socks that I'm doing the koi pond. I'm doing the self-striping.
The anti-stitch.
The Stitch Surfer Mate.
Right.
I have those going. I'm not going to show it because it's the same. And I started that one that is a fail with the fringe.
Right.
So I'm not going to show any whips.
Wow, that's when I start going. I mean, I have 2 whips, 3 whips that are not finished.
Oh, trust me, I want
and
to
I've been like
Yeah.
looking at patterns and
I want
and
to
what can I put
cast
together.
on everything. I just finished the socks Sunday.
Uh-huh.
Today's Tuesday, so I haven't had a lot of time to spiral and like cast on all the things because I started that weird fringy thing yesterday. So I didn't really have enough time. I realized it was a fail last night, and then I was working this morning, and so like I haven't had enough time to go crazy about the news. And so I need to finish that one sock, and then I'm going to start my grandmother's knee highs.
That's right.
So I will have endless stockinette happening
3 months.
Yeah. So I just want to get them done. I don't obligation knitting. I need to just knock it out. Diane's, whenever I have like a sample for her, she's like, oh my God, you're so fast. I'm like, because I want it off my to-do list. Like, even if it's fun, like that one was fun and addictive, I don't like having to do it, so I just want to do it.
Right. You want to meet the deadline and not stress.
Yeah. I don't want to be at the end going, sorry, I didn't get it done. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Okay. Well, I will show you my whip.
Okay. And now I can take a break.
Yes, take a break.
I'm talking forever.
Okay. Well, I'm going to show you all this one. It is my everything shawl. Okay, remember how I had to rip out the lace because it just wasn't lining up?
Yeah, the mohair.
Yes. So I got to row 9. That was row 9 of the lace. And it's the odd number rows that are the ones that have the pattern, and then you rest on the way back.
And that's when the problem started last time?
That's when the problem started last time, row 9. Well, I'm going to show you this so that you know there's a happily ever after.
Yay! Oh, it looks good.
It looks really good.
Mohair lace is such a dream.
I know. I think I'm pretty much in love. Like,
I want an entire mohair lace shirt.
I would do that.
100%.
Because
it's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
I just think when you block it.
Oh, yeah. It's going to look amazing. And here's what I like about it. There's a certain... I mean, obviously it's fuzzy, so it doesn't,
just put my hand.
Okay. So it doesn't show the stitch definition of the lace as well as like your Terrell-Dago. If we held this up next to the Terrell-Dago, you'd see crispness, you know. But I love it. I think it makes it look so amazing.
I love it.
Then
I love mohair lace.
If you accidentally drop a stitch, it stays there.
Yeah, it sticks.
Because it's tied to everything else.
Yeah.
So,
it's sticky.
Yes.
Yeah.
That happened. But it was awesome because I discovered it on the way back and it was sitting right there
and
ready
you're like,
for
oh,
me.
hello.
I'll pick you up.
It was like, help me.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So see how I have stitch markers for my repeat. So this is the first time ever that I have put stitch markers for my repeats with lace.
Oh, I always do it.
I never do it because I keep up with it. Right? Like I've been able to keep it in my head. But this time I'm like, mohair, I gotta,
I like to know if I'm off
right away
before I get all the way down the row.
So that's what screwed me up because I'm a total. I took it so literally.
The stitch markers screwed you up?
No, I screwed me up.
Oh. I was like, they made it worse?
Well, yeah, because so at each end, and I can't show you the chart, or it'd be really easy to explain with the chart.
Gotcha.
But at each end, there's some stitches, and then you get into your stitch repeat.
Right.
Okay. So, stitches here, and on row 9, there's more stitches, and I was always having one extra here. So I'm like, well, I got to decrease that, right? I have to decrease that. I don't know why, but I'm just going to make it work, right? And then right after this stitch on row 9 is a double centered decrease. So you slip one stitch, you knit 2 together, and then you pass the slip stitch over, okay? Well, the pattern, the lace chart doesn't have stitch markers in there. If I do it based on the lace chart, that stitch that I thought was extra was the one I was supposed to put over. It was the slip stitch I was supposed to put over the 2 that I knit together. But because I was literally like, well, I got to my marker, and on the chart I had a line because that's the repeat. I can't I can't move stitches between the marker. The marker's like a wall.
Yeah, so I would probably not have a marker there.
Well,
I just wouldn't do a marker.
It was the whole way across.
Oh.
Every repeat
So just
was
that
way.
row?
Just that row.
Okay.
Well, it's every like
I see what you're saying.
10 rows,
Gotcha,
or
gotcha,
you know.
gotcha.
But I got
So you
there
hadn't
again.
screwed up last
I
time?
had not screwed up. No, except that I did have that drop stitch in the twisted rib. So I was okay with going back. It was fine.
Man, no.
Oh yeah, that's like 3 weeks of. So that's why this is kind of a fail. So, but wait, it gets worse. So I get to that row 9 again, and I do the same thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
right. And so I'm like, oh, I don't care how great I don't care how much I want this shawl. I don't care how much I love the yarn that I'm using. I just
Forget it. Yeah, I'm burning it. Yeah.
Yes. But then I'm like, no, I can do this. I can do this.
I will say, if it
figured it
makes
out.
you feel any better, I have done the same type thing where it's like, because I'm using a stitch marker,
You're treating it like a wall.
your brain doesn't, and there's an airplane. I don't know if y'all can hear that.
Oh, was the air show this weekend?
No.
Oh,
We
no,
live
it's just
really
the Air Force
close to
Base.
that Alliance Airport, and they do like touch and goes. So anyway, sorry if there's a lot of airplane noise.
Yeah.
I've done that though, where I'm like, and then most of the time I'm so stubborn, I'm like, well, I'm just keeping going, and I figure it out. But
Yeah.
I can see me ripping back, thinking I'm an idiot, and it's like, yeah, I am an idiot, not the reason I thought.
And here I am. I'm like, there's got to be a errata
Right.
somewhere. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I did.
This
I got-
pattern's wrong.
Even though I'm also thinking at the same time, but so many people have made it, and there's no
And it's
comment.
Vera. Like, Vera's great.
Right, exactly. So I got past it, and what it means is,
That
in order
row
to
is
keep my
gonna-
stitch markers in on that row,
You have
I take
take it out.
It's like birds of the
Which
feather,
is
put
what
it
we
in my
hate,
mouth.
but for one row every 10
Right.
rows, I can do that.
Exactly.
It's
I think
worth it to have. And now I will say I love to do this stitch markers to show your pattern repeat. But like sometimes I'll do like if it's a 10 stitch repeat, I'll do a stitch marker every 3. So I'll do like 30 stitches in between. So at least if you get to the end and you screwed up, it's only 30 stitches.
Right.
And that way it's not so many stitch markers.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'll try to do 3 repeats inside the stitch markers, because that makes less stitch markers, less fiddling,
Right.
but you still get stopped within 30 stitches or
Right.
so, and like, oh, go back.
Yeah. And there have been times that I've been glad that I had, because I found where I was off.
Before you get to the end.
Right. Except.
So maybe do every other, like do 2 or 3 repeats instead of every single repeat.
Right.
If it's bugging you.
Well, I only have, I think, one more
Oh, sweet.
of that row, so
Nice.
I'm
Okay.
good. But but there's also like one of these leaves, like right now you can see the leaves are, there's holes on either side of the stitch marker, which means that there's a yarn over right before the stitch marker, and so
You have to be careful.
right.
Yeah.
You have to be careful which side it's on.
Yeah.
But I did find, because I experimented with what size stitch marker, and these are pretty big. These are for like a really big needle.
But
the little ones don't hold it at all.
Your yarn will, yeah. Yep.
The other thing that I did that I want to point out is my color coding with my with my stitch markers. And this is why I love having lots of colors, or at least multiple colors. So it starts out, you do an 8-row repeat, or an 8 repeats of that 8 stitch pattern. Okay, so that's what's in between the purple. Then originally I had a red here, like that's the last one. Now you're in the section where you got to look back at the chart. Well, as it grew, I was like,
keep having to add
I'm
them.
gonna put some yellow as like, hey, slow
It's coming
down,
up.
it's coming.
That makes sense.
And so the red kept moving out to the
Yeah.
end.
Because you're increasing, so you have to keep adding. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
So,
And it's worth it if it keeps you from messing up. I will stitch marker the heck out of something. Just, if I'm struggling, like, there is no change. Like, so I've heard people say, like, you're not a real knitter if you use stitch markers. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Yes. Goodbye. Like, if it helps you and keeps you, if it
from throwing your project away,
right? Or if it makes it so that you can do it and talk, or do it and watch, whatever.
Right.
Like, that is an amazing project. If you need stitch markers, do it. I put stitch markers on, like, the easiest projects ever, because why not? Throw them on there.
Right.
Spread stitch markers like confetti. I don't care. If it helps you, do it.
Mm-hmm. I am right there with you on the stitch markers.
I did never,
now I'm like, I love having so many stitch markers.
I will say,
have hundreds of stitch markers.
I will say, I don't like having a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stitch markers because you need different sizes, different shapes, different colors. Like,
they just really help you.
They really help
following your pattern and knowing where in your knitting you are with your pattern.
I just want to be able to tell, and like, if you're knitting along, like, it tells your fingers if you're not painting, like, if you're not looking, your fingers are like, oh, stop, because you feel that,
Right.
I'm all about them.
Yep.
Good for you. Okay, I still don't have any sleighs. I keep looking. Whips. I still like go, oh wait, it's mine. Nope.
Okay.
Not my turn because I don't have one.
Camp Wilkerson.
Oh.
Man, I got so close.
Oh.
I am so close. And honestly, if I had worked on this instead of the shawl, everything, I would have been finished. But it's my in the dark knitting, and so I didn't want to knit. And it's like my game knitting, so I didn't want to knit on it when I wasn't doing those things.
But yeah, it is. It's almost at the end of the arrow.
Almost finished.
Yeah.
So I'm now mirroring this side.
Cozy.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
So you do another block of the light blue and then a border of navy?
Yes.
Cool.
And
oh my gosh, it's so heavy. Like, you're gonna be so warm.
So I have this much left to go on the blue.
What is your deal with making like 12-foot long projects? You're always making things.
I gotta use it up. I don't want to have leftovers. That's what it is.
I'm showing the wrong side. Sorry. It's so cozy though. Like, you could wrap us both up in this for a football game or something.
Right? We totally could.
It's so cute. Look how good it looks on screen.
I know. Look at all the four colors together. Oh, I love it.
So good. Oh, I can't wait to see this finished and blocked.
I did. You know how I had to. This is fingering and it calls for DK.
Right.
So I did a lot of math. I mean, a lot of math.
You, David.
So there's 7 sections of white. So I weighed my skein, I divided it by 7, figured out how many grams to use, and then for each section, only weighed the first one because I'm like, well, they all need to match. So I weighed the first one.
Sorry.
Came to, however many rows, and so every other section was just that number of rows. I didn't keep weighing.
That makes sense to me. Oh my.
It's not even my wingspan.
Yeah, I was about to say, that is...
It's shorter than me.
A little bit more than a yard.
I did not feel like I was playing yarn chicken.
Well, yeah, because you knew.
But I didn't know. So
but you did. If you weighed it and divided it by 7.
But you don't go exactly to the gram. And then what if my gauge changed? I was so happy. I was like...
That's a good one.
That's pretty amazing. And then the pink, you did that. Actually, I don't know if I still have the pink. Oh, yeah. The pink.
It's going to be tiny, too, because you did it until you knew you were going to run out.
Right. Well,
you have a little bit more than that.
I have a little bit more
than the white.
I have that much pink. Okay. So this is a 4-row repeat, and I knew I didn't have enough for 4 more rows.
Yeah.
So that stopped a little earlier. But yeah, like, my yarn management on this is great. So now I have the rest of this to do.
Are you just going to go until you run out?
Yes. Because it should be half. Like, these two blue sections are supposed to match.
So you weighed the blue and then just knit until you had knit half of it?
Mm-hmm. And then...
So did you just have to keep weighing it as you were knitting, or?
Yeah, just the first time.
Yeah.
Just when I got close.
I mean, that's what I would do, too. I mean, I've done something similar. So... It's fine.
And then the navy.
I love that blue and navy together. It was so good.
And this blue is one that was like in my tonal stash that I'm like, I love that.
Now,
I can
tonals,
just go
I will never
grab.
get rid of a tonal. I only get tired of speckles. And some multicolors, but I never get, like, tonals I won't get rid of.
Yeah, because it's
I will use it.
a solid.
Yeah.
You know. So
It's so good.
So what I did was these two. Okay. So this stripe is double the size of this stripe.
Right.
So I counted how many stripes there were, and counted. This is 2. I think I had to divide by like 13 or 14, and so I should have the exact amount
to finish the base.
to finish this,
the big thick band
on the other end. This feels like a lot, so I might have extra because I wrote down the number of rows.
Well, that would be.
Because also my mother's making it, and she's like, I'm not doing all that math, so you figure it out for me.
Send me the pattern, thank you.
I know.
She's doing it in fingering weight too.
She is.
Yeah, so she'll totally use your math.
Yeah. So like I just
Cool.
told
So,
her how many rows to make. Hopefully her yardage will.
It looks like you're like halfway done with your
I'm over
second
half. I think I have. I looked at it today. I tried to line them up. I think I have about 3 more inches to go on this.
Nice.
Which,
yeah,
you know,
you're good.
I'm good. And if I'm not, whatever.
Just end it.
I mean,
yeah, who
nobody's
cares?
gonna. I did think about ending it early.
Just 'cause to be done,
Just
yeah.
to be finished. Oh my
But then
gosh.
you'd be mad because you had this
I know,
little
extra.
tiny ball
Yes,
of yarn. Yeah.
exactly. So now
looking-
we'll be finished
it's
next
looking
time.
really good.
Oh
looking
my
really
gosh.
good.
And I did
cannot-
not even pick up the socks. So
Yeah. I just cannot wait for it to be cool enough to wear them.
I know.
Happy first day of fall, y'all.
Right? Even though it kind of is spring colors. Whatever. Is today the first day of fall?
Yesterday was.
Oh.
And it's 95 degrees and humid.
Yeah. It is.
Must be nice to have
I
a
know.
fall. We get 2 whole days of it
I
in
know.
like November. Okay, you done with your whips?
I am finished with whips. No
Okay.
more whips.
Trophies?
Yeah.
Okay. So Trophies is going to be a lot bigger
Yeah.
than normal because of yarn crawl, and Alan went to Houston and West 7th Wall, right?
Yes.
Who wants to start? Okay.
I just did whips.
True.
Yeah,
I-
I know perfectly that matches.
I know.
We'll show you in a second.
Yeah. Okay, so the North Texas, the first annual North Texas Yarn Crawl is done.
In the books.
And I went to every store. So I was rewatching last week to post the show notes, and it was so funny. I'm like, oh no, and there's no way I'm not gonna.
Right.
You were like, are you gonna go to all of them? I was like, oh no. So Hollies and Fleece didn't give a pin, which your girl here was not thrilled.
Right.
It was like, why? Like,
It's made for pins.
why?
Circles. Yeah.
Not thrilled. This Fleece did not give me anything. This is from our sweet, sweet friend Erin. She gave me a black sheep
That's appropriate.
to put on Fleece, and Holly's gave me a little holly leaf stitch marker, which is like, thanks, but everyone's wanting a pin.
Right.
Like, this like makes me twitch.
So much so that they looked into having.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have pins made.
Yeah.
I will say one pop-up shop gave me a pin that I think I'm gonna put on one of the.
Oh yeah.
One of the shops. Okay, so where do I even start? Okay, it's not in any kind of order. So I went to Chick Ashby, which is way down in Cedar Hill, which I have never been to Cedar Hill. Where is it? Right here.
Oh, and look at her pin.
Yeah, it's cute.
That's cute. I like the metallic look to it.
Everything in her, all of her notions and everything are very shiny. I have one
so shiny.
shiny. I was not good about taking pictures. I do have one picture from Chick Ashby, and I want to show you because it's like a super cute sparkly pair of stilettos on this shelf with yarn.
Oh.
And it had this light shining down like a jewelry case kind of. It was just so pretty. But she has a bunch of shiny notions, cases, pouches, stuff like that. So I got a shiny metallic. Can you even see how it's like iridescent?
Oh, yeah,
I think I'm gonna give this to Amelia because most of her school supplies this year is like this iridescent. There, that's really good. See, it's like it's crazy. And this was only $8. I thought that was pretty reasonable. So, especially for a gift. Anyway, and the only yarn I got there was all of her yarn is like dyed by her, and I had never seen it before. So I was impressed with her. It's small, but like it's good. Do you know what I mean?
Quality over quantity.
Yeah. So this is superwash merino, 70% superwash merino, 20% yak, 10% nylon. Look at that.
That's beautiful.
And it's just called Pink. I had in my arms for a minute this lace weight, silky lace weight, like mauve pink color that was really talking to me, but then I was like, you know what, this is more practical. And I love it. So yeah, check her out. Like, it's really, really far from me, but I'm glad that I went.
I could go on my way out of town, I think.
Down to Houston. I had never been to Cedar Hill. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah?
It's beautiful. They have a state park.
Oh.
And it's pretty down there. I was like, why does this look so different than my house? I don't have a state park. I don't have like hills. What's happening? Like beautiful trees and hills, and I was like, Cedar Hill. Hello. Nice to meet you. Okay, so my friend Amber and I, the first day of the crawl, we went to Fiber Circle, which is now known as Yarn and You, but it's also still Fiber Circle. It's very confusing. And she bought a pack of 3 of these little yarn sweaters, and because I was like, oh, I'd split that with you, but I only want one, and so I took one and she took 2. Because neither one of us really wanted 3.
Right.
So that's really cute. I love how it looks like a sweater and like the tag is on the outside. It's so cute. Anyway, so I got that. That's the only thing I got there. I didn't get anything at Fancy Fibers because it's like a spinning, weaving. It's just not, So this is hilarious because the first yarn I bought is, what is it called?
Fur.
Furlicious.
Oh, Furlicious.
Furlicious. This is the first yarn I bought on the crawl, y'all. Fur. But Nolan is obsessed and he wants me to make him like a little pillow out of it. So it's so soft.
It is.
It's so soft. It's stupid.
Right.
But it cracks me up and he is going to cherish it.
Yes.
I almost want to make him a hat.
Oh my god.
Like a hilarious.
Right.
So we'll see. We'll see how horrible it is to knit with.
Yeah.
And
I could see it being kind of
I'm not going to promise a hat if I hate knitting with it.
So it's
on like a
woven strip.
Yeah. I bought this at Cotton Mill Yarns, which is also really far out here in Bonham.
Up there.
It was so far. I was not thrilled about how far away it was. But they were very sweet. It's not their fault they live out there.
Well, it is their fault they live out there.
Well, it's not their fault.
They're so far away from us.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, no, that wasn't the first yarn I bought. This was the first yarn I bought. Also a novelty yarn. This is the first yarn I bought on the crawl.
And I have been touching that at every yarn store that owns it because
I love it.
And been like, what am I going to make with this?
Yeah. So there's a sweater called Pom Pom Crop that I really want to make. I can't decide if it would look good on me though, because I feel like it would make me look pregnant because the bottom hemline, so it's like a V-neck here, and then the bottom hemline inverts up into a V kind of.
Oh.
And I just feel like that would just cradle my non-pregnant, slightly large belly in a way that would not be super flattering, but I would love to make it. So what you do for that is you hold this with a worsted weight yarn, and then this just pops through.
Uh-huh.
And then I got this at McKinney Knittery, which is so pretty. I love it there. And I love the people, and it's just great. They had it displayed with like as a baby blanket, like held together with white, and it was a beautiful baby blanket. And they had blue and gray and white in addition to the pink. I think it's cool.
I love it.
I think it's really cool. This is Mondo Fill O'Share Pun Pun yarn.
And what's the yardage?
710 yards.
For 100 grams. So it's lace. I mean, it's string.
Right. Yeah, it's string.
A thread.
You
It's
definitely want to hold it with something. Yeah, but I thought it was cool. And so I thought it was cracking me up. I'm like, I never buy novelty yarn, and here I am. These are the first 2 yarns I bought on the crawl. Okay, then what else did I get? So at Fleece, I got a cute aqua mint pom-pom and a candle.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. They had like makeup and beauty products, and
I don't love it as much now.
I like
It's
it.
fine. It's just a little strong.
It's like for Christmas.
It's called Fall Festival.
Oh, okay. There you go.
It's good. I have my other candle on right now, and it's good. So this is Tree Haven Candle Co. Fall Festival is the scent I bought, and she had one that was like something sugar something donuts or something. Oh my gosh, I was like, get that away from me.
Right, that'll make me want to eat all the donuts.
Eat it. Yeah. So it's just this little hand poured soy candles, which I got the smaller one. There was one bigger. So that was kind of fun, something different. Because again, I don't want all the yarn.
Yeah.
Oh look, here's my ticket from when we went to Chewy's.
Oh,
you were there.
That's right.
That's so funny because we had a little show and tell with our friends.
Right.
So here's that pin I was talking about. I went to West 7th Wool.
It's
Sallie Wren.
Sallie Wren.
Yeah. It's actually mahogany sheep.
Oh.
But yes, it does look like Sallie Wren. They were a pop-up at West 7th Wool on Sunday, like I think both Sundays of the crawl.
Oh, okay.
So I went on Sunday and saw them. I didn't get anything from them. I don't know why, but they gave me a pen, which was really nice.
Yeah.
What I did get at West 7th Wool, so I went to West 7th Wool twice. So I went a week ago today. I went last Tuesday, and I got this, which I had been eyeballing these. Have you ever seen these? Because I saw them at Fiber Circle, and then I saw them at West 7th Wool. I was like, okay, I'm finally going to get them. Unique sock, hand-dyed, self-striping, matching sock kit. And it says they have free patterns online, which I haven't looked into, but look at that. And they're all different. Like, they have some that are like way more contrasty, and they're almost like a monster sock or like a scrappy sock, but it's all in one cake. Isn't that cool? So it's kind of like how Mustache does 2
perfectly matched
little cakes in there, and it's already wound up. And I just wanted to try it. It's that Earth brand. URTH Earth.
Oh.
Earth brand unique sock is what this kit is called. I guess I should go on there and see what patterns they're offering.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do stockinette those. So.
Well, it kind of needs stockinette, right? Because it's
but they might have like something for the calf increases since it's so much yarn. I don't know.
Are you gonna make them tall?
I don't know. It's not gonna be anytime soon. That's for sure. And then, so I also got, Mitch picked out, so on Sunday Mitch went with me, and he picked out 2 Indianapolis Colts colors, and I'm going to have to self-stripe some socks for him. He didn't know, when he picked these out, he didn't know he was getting my Ready Player One socks.
Oh, gotcha.
To be fair.
Right.
So he's also going to get some Indianapolis Colts striped socks. And this is just Cascade Heritage. I was like, girl, you cheap. Like,
oh yeah,
that's fine. Because I was
trying to what's in my Camp Wilkerson.
And I own that in other, but I didn't think I had enough. I have like a half skein or something.
Yeah, from the one you did for the panda socks.
Yes. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. It's $11.
Right.
Like, I'm buying it.
Right.
I was trying to show him like the Mad Tosh, and he was like, I like these. These are Indianapolis Colts. I was like,
okay.
That's fine. Fine.
Yep.
And I did get one skein of Mad Tosh that I don't know what I'm going to make. And, I don't usually do that, but it was just so pretty.
It is. I think I touched that when I was there the day before.
So this is Tosh Vintage, which is worsted. And this is just a one-of-a-kind skein. Look how pretty. It's just a hat or something. It's very me. It has little blips. Look at that. It was just too pretty. And I was like, you know what? I'm getting it. Because I hadn't really bought much yarn. Which is fine.
Yeah, you only bought this and the Mad Tosh for yourself.
Yeah.
I don't count that as yarn because you're not going to use that till it's with another.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I really only bought the one. Well, I don't know what I'm doing with the Chick Ashby yarn.
Right.
But so I only bought 2 skeins of yarn that I really don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, and so I did. Okay, I'm not done yet though.
Oh, there's more.
I'll save the best for last. But I did buy at Holly's. This was on sale, which I didn't know until she rang me up, which was very exciting. When you think you're going to spend $25 and it was only $19, I was like, ooh. Yeah. So this I'm going to put with my Shibui. What is it called? My black Shibui linen that I was going to make that shirt out of. I think I'm going to make that. It's that tank top that has at the bottom, has underneath, it shows like an undershirt coming out of mohair. Oh. It's just like a band of mohair coming out from the bottom of your tank. So I'm going to make a tank out of the black yarn, and this is going to be the under.
Nice. It's such a pretty silver.
Isn't it? And they had the color that I own, like that black color. So I had it, and I was like putting all the mohairs with that with one of their skeins, and then I put it back and bought the mohair. Yeah. So I thought that was really pretty, and it was on sale.
Yeah, nice.
So that's all the yarn I bought. That's everything except my bigs. Oh no, I did get this. Sorry, I did get this at McKinney. Look how cute. So it's a little tag for like your project bag, and it says this belongs to, and then you stitch in your initials. So I need to go back with yarn, thin yarn, and stitch in SS. Isn't that cute? I probably should have done that before I'm showing you, but look how cute. So cute. So it's like a little project for you to do, and it's a tag.
So cute.
So I gotta do that. But my big splurge, that's it. Yeah. This was my splurge. That's like totally unnecessary. Do not need it, but I've been thinking about it for a while. I got one. Haven't used it yet.
Your next socks?
Yeah, I'm gonna use them for my grandmother's.
I was gonna say that'll make it more fun.
Yeah,
to start
I've already thought.
Anything to get you through that project.
So I got a size 2, 5-inch needle length, 32-inch cable. Specifically, it will be my dedicated sock needle.
And this was because West 7th Wool had the signature needle arts trunk show.
Yeah, and it was there the whole time for the crawl. So I think that'll be fun. So that was my splurge.
Nice. I can't wait to hear what you think about them.
We shall see.
I know.
We shall see.
Because it is kind of nice having one dedicated needle for your socks.
Yeah, and which I do. I have a Chalgu that's like a fixed, but whatever.
Whatever will get you through knee-high socks.
Right? Yeah. And that way I can have those going, but then like maybe another pair that's not killing me, kind of. Yeah. So that was the thinking. So
I have never been on the yarn crawl because it just never works out for me. This year I made it to one store. West 7th Wool! Yay! And the only reason I made it was because Cade was playing in a baseball tournament
in Fort Worth.
West of Fort Worth. It was in Benbrook.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's a hike for you.
Yeah. And so on Saturday I had to go, it was literally 80 miles from Richardson, Texas, which is east of on the east side of Dallas, all the way to Benbrook. And it took me an hour going 83 on the express lanes.
That's like me going to Bonham.
Yeah.
It was literally 80 miles away, and I was like, the yarn
store? So I knew I was going to have to do it 2 days in a row, Saturday and Sunday.
My.
So I was like, if we're going,
yes,
I'm going to West 7th Wool.
Yes.
And poor Cade. He was
I
so
did spill
tired.
water on myself, though, just for anyone who's been watching.
You're not lactating?
I totally spilled water on myself.
So, Cade was so tired, and we were so dirty because they were...
I've done that before. Back when Mad Tosh was still open, it was during the crawl or something where you had to get a selfie with a yarn store manager.
Oh.
And I took the kids to the zoo and then went to Mad Tosh. I was like, I'm so sorry.
I know.
I don't breathe. Next, I stink. I am dirty. I'm so sorry, but I'm getting my selfie because it's like 5 miles from the zoo. Like, so I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
oh my gosh.
There's a cute little bookstore next door, and so I'm
Yeah.
like, Cade, do you want to go in the bookstore and find a book? And he's like, no, I want to go home. Like, okay, well, we're still going to West 7th Wall.
Yeah, so-
And so we pull up, and I'm like, do you want to change your mind about the bookstore? So we went in the bookstore first. He found books. He found like 4 series he wants to read. They didn't have the first book of any of them. Like,
it is a really cute shop.
I'm not buying anything because I need the first book. So so then we went to West 7th Wall, and we went in, and I'm like, we're super dirty. So can we wash our hands first before I touch all the yarn? So we went in, and I had already told Kate, because normally in their seating area they have white chairs and a
you're
sofa.
like, don't.
And I told her, I'm like, we're gonna go in, you bring your book, and you're gonna find a place to sit on the floor. You're not sitting on the furniture. Well, they didn't have the furniture because they had the Mountain Tosh trunk show.
Right.
It was fine. We washed our hands. He sat on the floor and was very happy reading his book.
Yes.
And then I proceeded to almost lose my mind because they had, not those, they have this put up.
Oh yeah, the sport
Yes. Work sock.
which is a DK.
It's sport.
Oh yeah, that's
Sport
right.
weight.
Sport weight.
So it's 400 yards. They don't put what the weight is, and my scale doesn't go up high enough.
Oh.
But I'm thinking it's
If you
about
want to
150.
pause, I could get my scale if you're really
Oh
curious.
no, I'll just put it in.
Okay.
I'll put notes. I think it's about 150 grams.
I would think so because it's I mean, look at it.
It's
Yeah.
huge. So, but the price,
Oh, I know. It's great.
$22.
Yeah.
I mean,
I almost bought a couple.
I almost lost my everlasting mind. Like,
I didn't just because I'm tired of my stash, and so that helped rein me in. But yes, that
I love a sale, and it wasn't even on sale. Like,
it's just a good price.
yeah. So they're one of a kinds, which is what Sallie's was too, and that's most.
The whole
of
thing,
the-
I think, was
it?
one of a kind. I think.
And what it is it's where either a batch didn't turn, like, this is Blue Nile. This is my favorite turquoise.
But it didn't.
But something didn't turn out right.
Like,
and so
it's a shade too light or too whatever.
right.
Yeah.
So they turn it into a one of a kind,
Yeah.
and there you go. Or it's where they're playing around and trying to make a new colorway, and it didn't turn out the way they were
Or
hoping.
it's not
and-
repeatable or whatever.
Right. And it just makes it so fun. I love one of a kinds. Like, just, especially when they're discounted.
Yeah.
So, Beeline did to this, one of a kind, or that's Blue Nile. This could have been Deep that didn't turn out right.
Maybe it's a bit darker. It's got some black in it.
No, Deep. My Deep is like,
This has black in it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So does Deep.
But this is way more black than deep. Look, that's a huge splotch of there's not as much black in that. I think that's what they were going for though.
Yeah.
They got too much black in it.
Mhm.
It's very cool.
and not enough.
Ooh, look
over
how good
here.
it shows up.
Yeah. So, I mean, at one point I had 9 skeins in my basket.
Of just this
Of
or like
just that.
Wow.
And
I
then I'm
picked up
like,
every single skein of it, but I didn't buy it.
I am not spending that much today.
Right.
So I
Especially
reined
without
myself
a
in.
project in mind or something.
Right.
Yeah.
But so this one, Amy thought that it was A River Runs Through Mars.
Oh, could be
Um,
an attempt at that.
So-
some sort of
some sort of fade sweater.
Yeah.
However, it's not enough yardage for my size.
Really?
I would need like 1,400 yards, and this is 1,200.
Oh man.
I know.
Not even a crop or like a short sleeve or.
But I wouldn't wear a short sleeve sweater. I don't know.
I'm all into the short. I forget you're anti short sleeve sweater. I like it.
Yeah. So I still think they're amazing. I originally picked this one up for my mom Like,
oh, that does look very
totally
Phyllis,
my mom. And
but it does. It does need to go with blue Nile,
Right?
though. Look at that. That's too perfect. Super cute.
Right?
Yeah.
And then this
Yeah.
goes really well
Yes.
together.
Yeah.
I mean,
that would be a really cool fade.
yeah. My mom does not. I don't know if she was just
What
saying
if it
it
was
because
like-
she wants the yarn, or if she's like, yeah, I don't think those three really go together.
Oh, they totally do. This is basically my gradient
Yeah.
that I showed earlier.
Yeah.
What about like an open front cardigan, like the comfort fade or whatever? That so you don't need the yardage here.
Well, I looked at the Comfort Fade cardi, but it has that shawl collar.
Oh, so it sucks
So
up
it
a lot
sucks
of
up a lot of yarn
yardage.
too.
Oh, okay.
and
There's like a
I could make
vertebrae
it shorter,
or
maybe.
something. There's some. I don't know what weight any of these sweaters I'm saying,
Right.
but something that like you don't need the front
Right. I only looked
would help
at
you gain some yardage.
ones that were sport weight already.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
Except for the
fine.
Comfort Fade cardi is in worsted, and
Is it really?
But enough people had
converted it.
to sport that I'm like, okay, I can handle it. But
Vertebrae
they used a lot of
vertebrae
yardage.
might be fingering weight,
Mm.
but just something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That,
so
like-
you don't have as much.
Yeah, so it uses less. I don't know.
I
You'll find something.
And then I was like, well, one thing I don't like it when you do a fade and you just see stripes at the transition.
Yeah.
It's not really fading
Right.
if there's stripes there. Like, we're just striping. So then I didn't know, like,
If it's too contrasty.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it, but I also don't mind when there's some stripage.
there's also a lot of 3 color
shawls.
sport weight shawls. So
And then you might have some left over.
right, I would definitely have some
'Cause
left over.
If you use if you
1,200 yards.
if you knit until you ran out of yarn, that is gonna be like a blanket.
Well, 1,200 yards, but this is 1,600. My Camp Wilkerson.
And it's gonna be like a blanket.
It is.
Is what I'm saying.
You're right. You're right.
I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. I'm just saying.
Right.
This is really cool. Okay.
I just. Oh,
Yeah, that's really pretty.
I know. Okay, so then the next 2 are just one-offs that
Oh,
I just had to have.
that's almost like mine. What was my color was one of a kind too, but I think they all were. But look.
It's very much like, I mean, like.
Oh yeah, no, mine's darker.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're they're sisters.
They are.
It's very pretty.
But like,
I think
it
I
has
picked
this
that one
bright yellow here, and
Mhm.
then the blue.
I love it.
I know. I do too. I love it. And I don't know. It'll be a hat or something.
Something.
Or a cowl. And then
Ooh.
this
my gosh.
right here. This green. Oh, it's not even coming up as like bright as it is.
Yeah, it's
in
more
person.
acid green.
Yeah, it's acid green. That's right here.
That's like that looks familiar.
Yeah.
That's like Mardi Gras.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it has every
Yeah.
color.
That could be a
the
super
orange
fun
is in
shawl.
here. Yeah. So these 2 are just one-off.
Yeah.
But the other 3.
I
was
really do like those together. And
I
it's
do
different.
too. The other thing I thought about is
Mm.
these 2 would make a really good brioche.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
yeah.
they're close enough in color, but there is enough contrast.
Mhm.
But also that would make a really good brioche.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh my goodness.
I
All
know.
the possibilities.
all the possibilities. Okay, so then there's one other item that was not the work sock. It is Farm Twist. Is that what yours was?
No, mine was vintage.
Vintage. Okay.
Farm Twist. Is that worse?
It's it's DK.
Okay. It was cute.
And it's 100% merino wool, and I just loved all these colors.
Yeah.
And it really is a mustardy yellow.
It is mustardy, and then there's aqua and cream
Mhm. And this red.
and red.
right
Yeah.
here.
Like
So, I think this is destined to be a hat.
I was gonna say that's a
Yeah.
hat.
So I originally
You-
had thought that pom-pom with it,
Fun.
but then my mom was like, I don't know about that pink. So I looked at my other pom-poms that I had.
These are pom poms you already had.
Yeah.
Oh, that is really
See,
cute.
that tones it down
Yeah,
a little,
but it's
makes it
cute.
less crazy.
But it's still kind of crazy because it has the black tip.
right. And it does have some
I don't
black
hate
in
the
it.
pink, but I like the cream better.
Right. I think the cream is the better
Yeah.
one.
Cute.
So
yeah, that's fun.
I'm excited to make
Oh, I love a big pom pom.
I know. And these pom-poms we got online, a store in Virginia was going out of business, and so we kind of went crazy ordering.
Yeah.
But
I like a pom pom. I like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, I have finally participated in Yarn Crawl.
Yay!
I didn't crawl, I just went to one store, but I took advantage.
Still, two of the stores in the crawl are my favorite.
Right.
So at least you got to go to one of my favorites.
Exactly. I made it to one, and there was no way I was getting northeast to McKinney because I just wasn't that direction for any activity.
Luckily, I went with our dear, sweet, beautiful goddess of a friend, Amber, and her son, who is also like one of the greatest loves of my life, Hollis. Hi, Hollis. I'm his Sadie. He calls me Sadie. And he is the best. He's
a future knitter.
He is the best little yarn baby you've ever met in your life.
My God.
And so we went the first day of the crawl, and we went out to Farmersville, and then we did the two in Farmersville, and then hit McKinney, and then hit Louisville, the one in Louisville, Fiber Lady.
Fiber Lady, yeah.
So that knocked 4 out in one day, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll try to get them all. And it was so nice with a friend. The rest I did by myself.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, it was fine. It's because I was doing it like on a Tuesday afternoon and stuff, and like honestly, I need to just go. I don't.
If you're gonna get it done.
Yeah, and I didn't. Some days I didn't know for sure if I was gonna be able to do it, so I didn't want to make plans with anybody. And I'm fine by myself.
Right.
Bonham would have been more fun with a friend because it was so far.
Yeah.
It was so far.
Yep.
But it was fine. You know me, I'm like got my podcast going, like, do whatever.
Right.
But yeah, it's more fun with a friend. So, and because we did that the first day, it made me more motivated to try to finish.
You were close.
Right. It was like, well, now I've done 4 out of the 11. I may as well. So, huge props to the people who organized, because we've always had the DFW Yarn Crawl that was in August, and they closed up shop. So for them to get together, and I think Ginger,
just a year later.
Yeah, Ginger at McKinney.
I think it was Ginger at McKinney and Amy at West 7th Wool.
They
were the motivation.
Shout out, you guys. It was great.
Yeah.
I've never been like, I'm not one of those people who's like, rah, rah, yarn crawl, you know, because I don't really like to be told.
And you don't want to keep a stash.
I don't want to keep a stash. I don't want to be told this is when we're shopping. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, don't try to tell me what to do. I got problems with authority. But for some reason, I was really motivated by like the bag and the pins and we still did a passport that you stamped and turned in at the end. But I really was, I was in a better attitude about it. It also helps that it was later in the year. It was like a month later than it usually is. They always used to have it right as back to school was happening, and it was such a whooping. Not saying anything bad about the previous yarn crawl. Right. I was just in a better place this year for it. So, huge props.
Yeah, way to go.
They did a great job. They even got Ellen out crawling.
Right?
It finally happened. One crawl. But that's, you know, gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So, giveaway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we've had 50 episodes.
We're 50. Wait.
I'm going to say I'm close.
Congratulations.
Yes. High five.
We did it.
Yay.
So comment below, and we will do a random number generator.
Any comment, or is there a prompt?
What do you think?
Wait. You asked for advice on one of your things, and I asked for advice on mine.
What was yours?
Was it the sport weight sweater?
Oh, okay.
What to do with my 3 skeins of sport weight sweater?
So either suggest...
And I'm a size large, if anybody is looking at yardage.
Okay, that is good to know.
Yeah.
Suggest a DK 480 yard ombre project.
There you
is
go.
it ombre or gradient? Gradient project for me. Or a 1400 yard...
1200 yard.
1200 yard...
Sport weight
sweater.
Size
3
large.
color sweater for Alan.
Yep.
What if they don't have a suggestion though? But they still
just
want to.
tell us
But they
you love
still
us.
want to enter. See, that's why I'm like,
right.
Come on, well, you know us.
Everybody has the chance.
We're very chill. Please just comment. If you don't have one of those suggestions, just comment below something. Please be nice. I'm not going to pick you if you're rude.
Right. We're going to delete that.
Because we get so many rude comments.
I don't think we've ever.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Y'all are so nice.
Yeah.
Comment below to win the prize. And here's the prize. Okay. You know it. You love it. You want it. Everybody was really into this wool dish sponge that we got from Echo View. The mill in North Carolina.
It's in Candler. No, it's not Candler. It is in North Carolina, outside of, does it say? Mm-hmm. It says somewhere.
Echo View Fiber Mill.
In Weaverville, North Carolina.
Weaverville.
Yes,
how
outside of
appropriate.
Asheville. And their website is really nice.
Man, their photos are.
Mm-hmm.
So check
Everything is just so well done.
Yeah. Look at this picture. Don't you just want to be there? I want to go to there.
Because they sell honey too.
That's amazing.
That is. The honey in the spoon.
So, did you say there's a code?
Yes.
So we're giving you.
You'll also get a discount code.
You get the sponge. You get the code. I'm not gonna show it. You get. Are we giving them this?
Yeah.
Okay. You get this super cool. Look at this simplicity. I love it. Aww. You get the super cool little brochure about their products, and you get a skein of Theodora's pearls, hand dyed in Longmont, Colorado. Mm-hmm. Whatever that is.
Yeah,
Oxonometer.
What's that?
Turquoise
Delight.
Turquoise Delight is the color, but oxonometer is the
I don't know.
base. I don't know. It's 100% bamboo.
Mm-hmm.
400 yards. It's very silky. Mm-hmm. It's very turquoise.
It is beautiful.
It does have some speckling. I mean, it's
it's a tonal.
It's hand dyed.
Oh yeah,
it's hand dyed. Gorgeousness. Look at that shine.
Jennifer Miller is the dyer, and she's part of the Lambs on the Run group that organized our tour to Italy.
They're going to Spain next year.
Are they? Yes, they are. They are going to Spain. That's right. I looked at it.
Yeah. So that's the prize.
Very nice.
This is all luxury items, you guys.
They are.
So yeah, comment below.
Okay.
Oh, we did good. This is easily mailed.
Yeah, I bet it's less than 13
I always want to give away some, it's 10 pounds of books, and I'm like, I don't want to mail that. That's going to be $100. So we did good.
Yeah.
Because some people, it's open to all that are watching. Mm-hmm. So we might have to mail it. Okay.
Big announcement.
Trumpets here.
Get excited. Yes, that.
Pull the scroll.
Yes.
Hear ye, hear ye.
I was just going to say that.
Get stoked. Pull out your day planners. Get your ink pen. Write down the date for Camp Wool Slayers.
What
is it, Alan?
May 15th through 17th, 2020.
The weekend after Mother's Day, just like always.
And it will be in Wimberley.
At the Wimberley Inn again. Yes. God, I love it there. I want to go right now.
They're amazing. Yes.
We love them. Do we tell everybody we blocked the entire inn? So we're counting on you.
Yeah. So we have more rooms.
Yes.
And if you came last year, you get
first dibs.
We'll figure out our timing for registration. We literally just got the rooms booked.
Yeah.
So we don't even
all we have done is set the date and told the inn, and they're like, got it. The whole inn's available for you. So
yeah.
But so this is just the preliminary, because we have people who literally already have plans that weekend and can't go. So I don't feel like it's too early to tell you guys the date. Yeah. We'll probably open registration in January again.
That seemed to
work.
We
did January for our alumni, February for the general public. So we'll probably do that again. Budget accordingly. And just block that weekend out for us.
we're taking donations for raffle.
Yes.
And the earlier you get your donation in, the more times it gets seen on the podcast.
That's true.
And we are working on vendors for the marketplace. There will be a marketplace again. And so...
that was so fun.
It was.
That day is a blur because it was just like...
Right. We were so tired after the marketplace, like, and hungry. Like,
oh my
I gotta
gosh.
go eat. I'm so hungry, and I just
cannot
want to
wait
sit down.
to eat at the Leaning Pear again.
I know. And
I dream of it.
Are already talking about swag bag.
Yep.
And what's going to be in
swag
that.
bag, raffle, market. It's so fun.
Yeah.
We have a really weird job. I mean,
weird in that we
hobby
love it.
/ job. Like calling it a job is weird.
I know, right?
Yeah. But it is.
We put work into it.
But it's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All for you guys.
Yes. And selfishly, we get to go on our own retreat.
That's
so.
It is so much fun. Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah. So we're hoping to have a website this year to make it easier to register. Like, we got so much in the works, you guys.
Yep.
All the behind the scenes action is happening.
You know, so in pen, write it on your calendar.
Friday, May 15th, 16th, and 17th.
Right. And we'll do the option
to come Thursday night.
Thursday night if you want.
Yeah.
That was super fun last year.
It was. It was nice to just wake up and be there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's the big announcement. Okay. We Be Freebie?
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
And see, I wish we had a song for this. Like, We Be Freebie.
I know, right?
I want all the, like, segments to have a song.
I know.
It's because I've been listening to so much Lizzo, and I just want her to soundtrack my life.
Right?
Like, what if we had her going, We Be Freebie? That'd be amazing. And then she'd be like, love yourself.
We need to.
I know.
Okay. So I have, my theme is.
That was my favorite.
Well, wait until you see who did it. My theme is sport weight because I just bought myself some sport weight.
Dang it, now I'm going to wish I had.
Right. So the first one is the Shifting Stripes Cowl by Carissa Browning.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And it's not a cowl, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Oh,
You said
sorry.
cowl.
Did I say cowl?
Yeah.
Oh
my
Shifting
gosh.
Stripes Shawl.
Whoa, I
And-
did not know that was Carissa.
Well, she did it for Yarnspirations. It wasn't
Cool.
self-published, but now, and it's free. So
good job, Carissa.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
and it's amazing the
Wow.
the way the stripes go.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love that.
how would that work if you paired your gradient
With something else?
with something else to make the stripes?
It would probably be pretty cool.
Because then one would be striping one way. You could even do a solid, because I think this is two different gradients.
Yeah, do like a contrasting
Like your
sock.
socks, the socks
Mhm.
that you bought, that look like two
Mhm.
different.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, good job, Carissa.
Mm.
Local girl does good.
Yes, and with the shawl, you can easily
Oh, yeah.
swap out
Yeah.
fingering to sport. Just change your
Is
needle.
This is all of these are sport.
Yes.
Okay.
All of these are sport.
I thought you got rid of that one.
I
What
did.
happened?
I don't know. It
You can-
resets to all
you
of
can
them.
edit this out.
Right. Okay. So the next one is Bowie.
Okay, that's really cute.
That might be a good one for the gradient too.
That's really cool. Yeah, because
that
hers
one
is
does
gradient.
gradient.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that
That's
one.
neat.
Yeah. So I'm guessing it's short rows, right? The way
I would think it has to be, right?
Yeah, it has
That's
to be short
so
rows.
cool. I don't want to do it in mine. I want to do it in that exact one.
Right.
Because I love
In that rainbow. I
Mhm.
know. And then
That's fun.
This one is Persica. Persica?
I don't
Maybe. And it's, my phone is taking a long time to.
Ooh, it's textured.
It's textured, and it's like eyelets and garter, and that might be good for your gradient also.
No, but my gradient's a DK, so I'd have to do math.
Oh yeah, and
But it's
I
not-
forgot it was a DK. It's not a heavy DK though.
No. And which one's bigger, DK or sport?
DK.
DK is bigger.
Mhm.
Okay.
Fingering.
I'd
sport
rather
DK.
do that than the opposite.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because it's less math.
Right.
Because I'd rather have something be too big.
Right.
I just don't know if I have enough yardage. But that would be very cute with the.
Yeah. And then
the yarn I have.
Okay. Mini Zale maybe? Silver Wings. It is like a shawlette, but it has this really pretty lace pattern on the edge. No.
There we go. We're having phone issues.
Right. But see how it almost
That's really cute.
You know, it's really neat that.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's some beads in there too, I think. Right?
I've been having the beading itch. I haven't
Really?
beaded anything
I've
in
never
so
beaded.
long. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It just
Never
makes
done
you
it.
feel like such a badass. You're like, I put
Right.
beads in this, y'all.
Right.
And I haven't done it in so long. And I was looking at beads. West 7th Wool had these turquoise beads that were silver lined.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. But beads are something that I'm not going to stash a bead. No, I have to know what I'm making. Because you got to pair it with the yarn and like,
you got to get the right diameter.
size. Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh man, I wanted those so bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
The next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very pretty.
Now we have some hats.
Okay, that's really cute.
Snow day hat. And they have it in a solid color, which, I mean, it would be good in a solid, but I also could see doing it in that fun sparkle.
Yeah. Because it's just
that
texture.
bubblegum color, the light pink one.
Yes, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
I think the other one's probably too wild. You wouldn't be able to see the texture, but that pink one would be perfect for that. That's super cute.
Yeah.
This.
Cavaletti hat and cowl.
It looks like wood grain.
It does. You're right.
Like, I would want this exact.
Oh.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Because the way the brown and cream, it looks like wood.
That's true. I don't know if I'd want wood on my head, though.
I do. Just because it's so cool looking.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I got a wood hat. I love myself because Lizzo said to. Don't care what you think about my wood hat. This episode brought to you by Lizzo.
I can't wait to tell my mom's gonna be like, who's Lizzo?
Who's a Lizzo? What's a Lizzo?
Right.
You should check her out, Phyllis.
Right. Okay, one more cowl. Warrior cowl.
Ooh, I like how they have it folded over at the top like a little turtleneck.
Uh-huh.
It's cute. Because I'm not going to wear a turtleneck.
It's
but I'll
one
wear
that gets bigger.
Mhm.
Like they shape it so that it's more
That's
of a
cute.
funnel instead of just a tube. So I like that.
You do that one with your leftovers of whatever you make with the,
Oh,
the three
fade
color.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea. Oh yeah, I could do that.
If you have leftovers.
Right.
Like if you make a shawl with it, you'd probably have leftovers.
I think I would.
Gosh, that wood grain one. Oh, it's so cute.
But I'm gonna look
It would be fun in any color though.
It would.
It's just the way they have it in that picture right there. It looks like wood.
Mm-hmm. But they have, like, it has little speckles of color in the light.
Mm-hmm.
Like, see,
Yeah,
it
I see
has
that
some
now.
red and orange. I was trying to see what yarn she used.
The only thing is, in the round, that's garter stitch in the round. That means you have the purl.
And there's also some short rows with this little bobble.
But I would do it. It's fine. I don't mind purling. I just really love knitting in the round.
Right? I love a good stockinette.
I love a good stockinette in the round.
Right.
But
Okay.
that's cute.
So that's it for Weeby Freebies.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Whew.
So long. Oh, not that bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's about the same. It just felt like a lot.
I know.
We just had a lot to tell you
We
guys.
did.
Yeah. I think that's it.
I do too.
This was very exciting. This is a good episode for our 50th.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Even though I did not have a sleigh.
It's okay. It's all right.
I didn't even have a new whip.
Lizzo said it's fine.
Every time.
Make her proud.
We did not have any double entendres in this one.
What?
I know, right? What is wrong with us?
It only took 50 episodes.
We didn't even, you said, even on your signature needles, we didn't say.
Just the tip
Just
or
the
anything?
tip.
Oh my god, have we matured?
No.
That's no fun.
No.
Definitely
Don't
not
let
that.
that happen.
It's definitely not that. That's definitely not the answer.
No.
Anyway, if you have watched every episode, thank you so much.
Yes, you're a rock star.
If you've watched one episode, thank you so much. Like, this is just something that we do for fun.
Yep.
But it helps that there are people actually clicking on it.
Right.
For our 50th episode, we'll just remind you again to give us a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Tell a friend. You know, when you're in those Facebook groups and someone says, hey, what podcasts are you watching? Throw our names out there.
Yeah.
Because we do want it, the more the merrier, especially for the retreat. So do us a solid and throw our names out as a reference, because that's how you spread, is word of mouth. Let's be real.
Yeah,
it's word of mouth.
We don't do any marketing.
No. So just thank you for hanging in there with us. We love you. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
We have the best time.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks, y'all.
That's it. Don't forget to slay.
Bye.
Bye.